Are you ready to put a stop to the crazy-making sabotaging behavior that takes you out of the game of love? Well, I'm Stacey Murphy, the queen of charm and juicy love, and welcome to this edition of Blissful Loving, where I share tips and insights of how to make your love and sex life a bit juicier. Well, in today's segment of Blissful Loving, I'm going to share a sassy tip of how you can master the seductress mindset, where you're going to learn 3 inner truths about how a man thinks and every woman should know, transforming your relationships from chaos into harmony. Now, in my Sabotage Proof Your Relationship System, I do a deep dive into 25 inner truths about men. So in this tips video, you're going to get a little morsel. I want you to remember this, ladies. A woman who stands firmly in her feminine power has the ability to master the male mind and the man code because she knows how to relate to men. Now, when you're able to do this, all while maintaining your womanly charms, is when you have the magnetic power of a divine seductress. And this has the ability to captivate anyone you encounter, whether in life or love. So what puts a monkey wrench into these divine plans? Well, many women aren't aware of the female sabotaging behaviors they unconsciously partake in that habitually put their life and their relationships in a tailspin. Worse yet is when women do know and feel justified to still show this crazy-making behavior. It's like giving yourself poison and expecting someone else to die. This is like insanity, but more accurately, it's habitual insanity, which means, like any habit, thank goodness it can be changed. This isn't about changing who you are, but rather giving you the necessary knowledge and tools so you can better understand how to relate to men, allowing you to experience the deep love, bond, and connection you're looking for. So what does this all mean? I want to share 3 general sabotaging behaviors, crazy-making behaviors that take you out of the game of love. I know there are always exceptions to the rule, so this isn't a definitive statement about all men nor about all women, but rather 3 inner truths women should know about men to enthrall his mind. All right, here we go. Inner truth number 1, men aren't clairvoyant. I can't tell you how many times I've heard a man say, "Why can't she just say what's on her mind or what she wants? Why do I feel as if it's always this guessing game?" Now, here's the crazy-making behavior, expecting a man to be able to read your mind and then getting mad with him if he doesn't get it. When you're in your feminine power, here's the game changer. The seductress is clear with her thoughts and words. Now, since she knows what she wants, she's able to communicate her needs and desires with confidence, with conviction, and without fear. Also, her voice and tone is like honey rolling off her tongue. Since the man isn't playing mental gymnastics, he can be fully engaged, present, and enchanted by her mind. When she shares authentically without an agenda, this gives men the opportunity to value her worth because she is valuing her own worth. This ultimately leads her needs being met faster and with less aggravation and less drama leads to more happiness. Here's inner truth number 2. Men aren't meant to be handled like luggage, and the operative word is handled. Let me ask you, would you want to be handled? Of course you wouldn't. But the crazy-making behavior is thinking you can handle and browbeat men to get your way or convince them of something. This may work in the short run, but it backfires 100% of the time. Yet women still do it. Now, a high-value woman never handles her man. Instead, she has the keen ability to entice a man, or anyone for that matter, to do something they want to do anyway. And why is that? Because she creates a welcoming environment where he can be authentic with her. She's able to do this by studying men, observing them, listening to them, and seeing how their interests align with hers. This isn't manipulation. Manipulation is trying to convince someone to do something they don't want to do, for example, being handled. This, ladies, is genuine seduction. Inner truth number 3, men really want to please a woman. And I'm not talking about in bed, even though that's extremely important. Many women often subconsciously hold on to this crazy-making sabotaging belief that men are players. There's an ulterior motive to what they're saying, and all they want and think about is sex. Now, painting men with this broad brush is just as toxic as men painting women with a broad brush as being emotional and fickle. Now, the high-value woman is able to respect each relationship for what it is, because that's how how she expects to be treated. She's able to lead by example, meaning she's teaching men how to treat her. Because she understands a man's true nature, she's able to enjoy and trust her man. A high-value woman expects kind gestures, so she trusts his intentions knowing she's worthy to receive it. Now, accepting kind and loving gestures with grace also demonstrates your inner confidence. So ladies, I ask you to entertain these paradigm shifts about why it's important to embrace the seductress mindset and rock it for all you've got. Now stay tuned for another sassy tip in another edition of Blissful Loving.